All right, chat. So we know. Oh, here we go. And we are off and running.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what the king is going to give us here, besides a filibuster-length speech. Gonna go ahead and open these two chests. We're gonna find some fairy water. Now, the strength means that fairy water is not gonna be terribly important, but that second key...
So I would imagine we're going to see both of our runners, dip in, dip out, and maybe check what's in the treasury, see if there's an extra key and or gold and or a town nearby.
And or a big stick.
Druby, nope, these are all standard seeds, all standard flags. All right, so it does look like we are going to get a treasury check here from Angel FM. Torch. Oh, there's some gold. Wings. Nope, that is a cursed belt. And we do have a gold grind available to us.
Interesting that Angel opted out of the potential level 1 gold grind, and fcoughlin is opting into it.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting, because if there's a town nearby, I would imagine we're going to see Angel with an insta-reset. So as not to waste too much time, but it does look like there isn't really a town too terribly nearby, but we are going to get Angel fairy watering a magic drake. Oh, but gets a low roll on that fairy water.
I think that was actually the minimum possible, but hopefully should be able to slap this thing down. There we go. Quick level 2 for him.
And what does level 2 give us? Level 2 gives us 3 extra power, 3 extra speed, 5 hit points, 1 magic point, and nothing else. And we do have a town just to the south and east of Tentacle Cave, or not a town, a cave. What do we have? We have the trade-in cave. We have the staff trade-in cave.
Sometimes it's better to see that when you have the silver harp already, but it's always nice to know where one of those caves is really, really early on. So, and having it so close to start, you can always dip back there later, not a problem.
All right, Fred now getting to level 2.
We accidentally got a sneak preview at level 3. I was surprised to see that already, and Angel's going to get there quickly, and I saw 3 strength. I didn't quite catch anything else, but at least we know they'll get a little bit stronger next level.
Yep, should be able to take down this magician. Even with the spell of hurt, should be able to take down this magician for level 3. All right, what do we have here? We have the aforementioned 3 power, 2 speed, 4 agility, 2 HP, or 2 MP, and the spell of Stop Spell.
Stop Spell, not... Again, you might want to see the Hurt spell, or maybe the Hurt More spell, depending on how much you like easy seeds, but Stop Spell, of course, if you were to find something like, say, a wolf that spams some sort of spell, that would be really nice to have early on.
Oh, Scorpion that spams Stop Spell, that might be nice. So Angel FM's going to be like, neener, I can do this too. And hopefully the Scorpion has 75% Stop Spell and won't attack.
It's sure looking like it, and yeah, this is something that you probably normally wouldn't be able to take on with the stats that they have now, or at least not easily, but yeah, completely free here in level 4 already for Angel FM.
6 power, 0 agility, 3 hit point, 9 magic points. Oh, and we do have a town over the bridge.
Yeah, this is a little unfortunate. It was interesting, you notice the potential reset here. fcoughlin, unfortunately, dying twice and losing a lot of that money he ground up, but I feel like with being level 5 here, Angel's not going to want to reset, but if that's Cantlin, that would be really unfortunate.
If it's... ideally, the ideal situation is that it's like, Wimmeldar with a silver shield, maybe. That is absolutely resettable. Or Wimmeldar with a flame sword, that would be absolutely resettable there. But it does not look like Angel C, but Fred certainly has seen it. So Fred is going to get his butt over there real quick, and... Of course it is.
Oh boy. And unfortunately, fcoughlin probably still wanting to hold on to as much money as possible, so not going to check the spike tile right away. I don't blame him there. Angel, meanwhile, has just enough money to pick up another key. And I'm not sure if he picked up. Oh no, he's got. Of course, he's got the door open, so he can make the play of just picking up the gold here and then go check the basement.
Now, oh, that's right. No, Fred didn't load up with keys because he used his key to open up the treasury, so he doesn't have another key. So Angel certainly getting a bit of a leg up here. Well, normally a leg up, but now he's getting trolled by the NPC boss here in Tantagel.
It's not saying it's possible that Angel did see the town, but decided to prioritize getting money for a key, especially knowing that there's gold in the treasury, and that once you unlock that door, you can buy all the keys you could possibly want. So, yeah, a slight lead here. We'll have to see what's in this basement to see if it's a significant advantage or not.
And it is the grave.
It's probably one of the best things you could see early, maybe second to Mountain Cave. So Drakema gonna slow down Angel a little bit, but should be able to come right back down and try to get those top 3 chests.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be interesting to see what's there. And if he wanted to, if the enemy set was reasonable, he might even go a little further with the stockpile of keys. But again, that would necessitate it being a reasonable enemy set.
I feel like fcoghlin's kind of getting the raw end of things here, already up to 3 unfortunate deaths, and just really losing out on all that money that he did on that gold grind. Just getting the... I don't think Angel FM has seen any of this baby breath yet. He did see that hurt spell, but wasn't felled by it, so a little bit of an unfortunate start here from fcoughlin, and Angel not going back into the grave. I find that a little surprising.
Now, he's going to check out this town. He's going to be every bit as disappointed as Fred to see its Hawksness, although, knowing Angel, he's probably very suspicious that it's Hawksness.
Yeah, probably. Definitely expects that troll as much as anybody. Much more able to take down these Magidrakis as well. Pretty darn close to level 5 already.
And of course, the game does the usual game thing, give him an excellent move when the Magidraki's almost dead anyways.
Chat noting that fcoughlin being out keys now is pretty significant. And I have to agree, hopefully we see a key not too far away so that it's not a terrible loss. But yeah, really unfortunate. And wow! The fire coming out of the scorpions.
That fire has to be behind the stop spell. That's the only thing that's the only way it makes any sense. Is that in order to see that fire that the stop spell has to hit. 8, 3, 12, 4 at level 5.
Yeah, nice strength boost will again kind of allow them to punch up a little bit, and heading pretty far west on a suicide walk here is Angel. One step away from a cave, no towns nearby whatsoever.
So I wonder if now Angel maybe goes underneath Tantagel to the grave to see if there's anything worthwhile under there, specifically like a sword or an armor, and yeah, that looks like exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I think this is absolutely the smart play here. I mean, 20 agility is not terribly high, but should hopefully have no problem just making it to these top 3 chests, and you never know if they're going to be a game changer or not.
Fred now getting to level 5, and to answer Brian Williams in chat, I have not yet seen Fred stop spell the Scorpion. So that's not to say he hasn't, but I haven't seen him do it. Oh look, werewolf right over the bridge, that's fun. Angel getting a hero walk.
Okay.
Sword.
Well, that does not bode well for Fred at all.
No, that does not bode well for Fred in any way, shape, or form. because now Angel can one-hit these Drakima that are down here and really kind of build a rather substantial experience lead at this point in time. And Angel is going to go check out the bottom two here in the grave.
Yeah, you might as well try now that you're swinging around this big stick. I mean, he's going to pick up... Oh, shattering this poor Drakima into 63 pieces. You'll see a quick level 6 here.
What do we have here at level 6? 8 more power, 1 agility, 0 hit points, 2 MP.
I would say MTI kind of likes that level.
But what these racers are absolutely loving is the amount of strength that they seem to be getting in early levels. Anybody that has been a frequent watcher of these tournament races knows that oftentimes strength can be a limiting factor in some of these races. And it looks like, oh, geez, and, Angel just obliterates a metal scorpion against the wall. Strength does not look to be much of an issue at this point in time.
Jacob are calling out in chat that Fred might save time if he just started a new file, and honestly, I have to agree. But he may not be kind of that familiar with the meta and trying to reset things. He may just think he's kind of stuck here, and unfortunately, I mean, the one chance I think that he has to kind of pull this back is if that cave kind of a couple of screens west happens to have a key in it. That would be the real saving grace here.
Or if Rimuldar happens to be relatively close by, I mean, that could save him too.
Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Yeah, it would have to be really, really close by. We haven't really... I mean, there is kind of a significant landmass there to the west, but we need it to be, like, screens away, especially with that armored night zone. That's really unfortunate to have that so close by.
And Fred now getting his level 6. And it looks like, I think, Angel knows that metal scorpions are down here, so I think he's going to grind until at least level 7 down here, if not level 8.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's an appropriate play to make. And you've got these mountain tiles here, which are not the most ideal to be grinding in, just because of that little bump that you get when walking back and forth. But as ideal as it gets, I suppose.
Okay, this Magidrake will get Angel level 7, and at level 7, we wind up with 8 more power, 5 agility, 17 more hit points, 13 more MP.
Wow, for once we're not seeing MP as the garbage stat here, so potentially agility might stay at 26 for a while, we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's definitely shaping up like the garbage stat here is going to be agility, which... I mean, it's annoying, but if you're going to choose one stat to be the garbage stat, you're going to choose it to be agility.
Oh boy, Wolves here in Rimuldar. If there's not something super nasty here that's going to chase Angel FM out, he's going to get level 8 with major quickness.
Yeah, these Wolves are really nice, especially if you low roll the first hit, keep them out of the heal range, and then smack them with the second. Although Angel does have the spell of stop spell, which he could always use too.
Absolutely. Oh dear, a little bit too much there.
Yeah, little out of your league there, Angel. Unfortunately.
I don't think even a crit. I guess a crit would give pretty good odds of killing it, but even then, it's not a guarantee. Unfortunate that we didn't see any spells come out of it either. Alright, Aaron, I've seen you in chat. I think someone's asking for a timeout.
Angel running into a wizard and, does manage to get away from the wizard. I don't think... Have we seen what's in this cave yet? I think Angel died right outside of it, so... What do we have here? It looks like Tablet Cave.
I think this this actually is Mountain Cave, which does bode well for fcoughlin if there's a loose key in here. This is what I was hoping to see, is Mountain Cave, just because it does have the highest chance of giving a loose key, so I'm not sure how many would be remaining at this point. I think there are 3, so not an amazing chance, but a chance nonetheless.
An herb in the top chest here. So, oh look, blue dragon.
Question in chat: which sprite is Angel using? Angel is using Alina, the hero of chapter 2 from Dragon Warrior 4. fcoughlin now one-shotting scorpions with his bare hands and quickly catching up in experience to Angel, so good job there making use of the strength gains that we've seen so far.
Yeah, indeed. Only going to get more strength here at level 7. Along with that very nice HP and MP boost. Of course, you know, they don't really have things to use with that, MP yet.
Right, so fcoughlin making his way here through Mountain Cave. We'll have to see how good his bonking skills are. And unfortunately, we're not going to get to see that because the wolf's going to back attack him.
Now, I'm pretty sure he picked up a torch from the treasury. So, I wonder if he still has it.
Might have chucked it at something if he didn't use it right away to light that cave up, but we'll have to see a Sharlock sighting here.
Yep. And then, Sherlock kind of ends that bit of exploration there.
Yeah, looking like we're going to have to head north on this little subcontinent here if we want to make any progress, but Sharlock seems to be leaking today.
Yeah, there's quite the number of Sherlock monsters around just over the bridge from Tantagel Castle. I mean, we've seen an armored knight, we've seen wizards, we've seen werewolves, and we've seen blue dragons.
I think that that moat is one way, a little bit unfair.
Looks like Angel's going to go back to this grind zone here to get to level 8.
Yeah, he was here before, and I'm curious if he would have stayed till level 8 if these scorpions appeared more often. It looked like he was getting more Magidrakis than anything. But now the metal scorpions appearing just with quickness. Ooh, a town sighting!
And 2 more caves, and this is the town of Cantlin.
Okay, so unfortunately no keys again just yet here for fcoughlin, but will be able to pick up some gear for himself.
Picks up a leather armor, picks up a club.
Level 8 coming in here for Angel. Let's see what we're going to get. 19 power, 984. My goodness.
Spell of Sleep, which can be handy.
Absolutely. And now, I mean, with that level, I mean, Jesus, 106 attack power already. I mean, with this HP, he could almost head back into, and just, he could grind here if he really wanted to. Even with these green dragons, could probably damage raise them.
Oh, can put him to sleep, and if he gets some good sleep luck, he can certainly take out a couple. That's for sure. Especially if he gets a Kaiish or Noah Jigeki on taking out the green dragon.
I think Angel has figured out the manipulation already.
Right? Oh, look, Magiwyverns here, too, which are usually very susceptible to sleep. And he should be able to 2-hit a Magiwyvern here.
Yeah, Angel got the 4th chest, but I don't remember what he got out of it. So I don't think it was anything of particular consequence.
Nah, it was nothing great.
Gold would make sense given the amount of gold he has now, although that could also just come from the massive monsters that he's able to slay with his sword.
Alright, and next to Cantlin, we have, looks like Swamp North.
Yeah, could potentially back into Garenham, that remains to be seen, but wanting to check out this other cave here, and it looks like we have tablets.
Indeed, this does look like Tablet Cave.
So fcoughlin potentially loading up a map here and is going to brave the... Oh boy, I'm impressed. I would not be doing this play right now without a
No,
torch.
I hate doing tablet cave in the dark. I will steadfastly refuse.
Angel FM steadfastly grinding here, already making his way up to level 9, making maximum use of that sword. No power. Oh, what is going on here?
That's an HP gain. Oh, and it's the token in the tablet cave.
Alrighty, so good job to fcoughlin for making
He can
the
do
Blinker.
this.
Oh my goodness.
Angel can do this fight.
He can absolutely do this fight. It could have been a 2-shot, definitely a 3-shot. No skills coming out of this Axe Knight. This is going to be the grind spot in the future for sure. Well,
And it is the fairy flute. So, unless there's something just to the east, which there might be, that might be a forced swamp cave over there. We'll see.
absolutely could be, and I mean, right now on your screens, you're just seeing the absolute difference here in Angel FM. Just gonna sit here and pick up level 10 here almost immediately. Just 2 more fights. You might even try to just get a garbage fight after taking out this knight. Or might just heal up and go right back.
Yeah, I mean, he's not taking that much damage from the Axe Knight. He's routinely 2-shotting this Axe Knight, so the Axe Knight's only hitting him once per fight on average. Well, all right, of course I say that, now it's a 3-shot. $11 more power, 7, 8, and 2. This is... I mean,
that AP is about to light up green here real soon.
Yeah, this strength and attack power is just out of this world right now.
And I have to say, I mean, for any veteran of this randomizer, I honestly don't think you could ask for a much better start than this. With the heal spell already in the back pocket, HP being absurdly high, power in the sword, you're basically ready for just about anything.
Yeah, agreed. Now, it'll be interesting to see if Angel continues to do some grinding on that Axe Knight, or if he chooses to kind of open up his exploration a little bit. It'll be interesting to see.
I personally would be favoring exploration at this point, just because you know that going north is going to be really important here, especially for Angel. I mean, having keys, Cantlin is going to be really, really phenomenal for him. But choosing the grind here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's looking for heal more and or hurt more before going out there. Especially considering how their agility isn't great, so he's not going to be repelling much, and his chances to run right now aren't great. So I'm wondering if he's looking for either heal more or hurt more to kind of increase his survivability out there.
Yeah, chat's calling for heal more, which, yeah, I mean, I completely agree with chat's analysis of this. If you pick up heal more here within a level or 2, and I could honestly just see him going straight to 12 if he needs to, if you pick up heal more here, you're probably not going to die for the rest of the seed. Yeah, Jake Hooper, you're not wrong. I mean, I feel like they're a 4 or 5 shot at this point, but definitely within the realm of possibility, especially if he keeps manipulating these crits. This is absurd.
Well, that crit, unfortunately, was the 3rd attack of that little sequence, so it was kind of a bit of a waste, as the Axe Knight only had a few HP left. So he definitely would prefer those crits earlier in the fight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And a werewolf getting in front of Fred and sending Fred back to start.
They just start pointing out that Reds can hit him for 53, but I mean, I have to imagine if he's even, like, if he picks up heal more here, I have to imagine he's going to find Cantlin before too long, and then Reds won't do that much damage.
4 more power, 1 agility, 6 hit points, 8 magic points, and...
Oh, boy.
Time to light up these Axe Knights.
And we've got plenty of MP here, too. I mean, there is zero reason to not stay here until Healmore now. Do we call the sub-hour at this point?
Well, it all depends. I mean, we were still looking for the stones. We still are looking for the harp. We're still looking for the armor. For all we know, the armor could be in Sherlock, and maybe the red dragons wake up with the wombo combo. I mean, yeah, it's a little early to say that yet.
I mean, we do have the grave and mountain cave available to us. There's still the bottom of the grave, and I have to imagine we're not going to be here for too terribly long before Angel checks out that mountain cave again.
Now, we do have one cursed belt, so we know... Well, never mind. I was going to say we have that one cursed belt, but that's been negated by the flute, so...
Yeah, logically, the cursed belt doesn't tell us a whole lot just yet, but yeah, the sooner that Angel decides to go back to Mountain Cave, the more information that we're going to have. fcoughlin could head back there himself. I think that's the way he's kind of going right now.
I think he tried Mountain Cave a couple of times, but I think there's something nasty in the top floor that is, I think it's a blue dragon that's wandering the top floor of the Mountain Cave that I think has bitten Fred twice, and I think he's a little bit shy to go in there.
I think Angel just decided at this point that he would rather hurt more things or sword down things on the map and get some exploration. And I mean, I think I could go either way on this. You could go pick up that quick level 12 and maybe you get heal more, or you could just pick it up on the outside here. I could go either way on that. I do like this play, though.
All right, so we do have Angel making his way through this swamp here. Which is really, you know, kind of northeast of this swamp is the only part of this area that we haven't explored yet. If this ends in a dead end, then this map is going to funnel Angel toward Swamp, Cantlin, and Tablet Cave.
Absolutely, and we do know Tablet Cave is actually required in this particular seed, so the sooner he finds that, the sooner he'll be happy, and picking up that 19 strength gain, fcoughlin would be happy to see that, because he is still swinging that club around, so... I mean, 70 AP right now is absolutely nothing to sneeze at.
No, absolutely not. But unfortunately, it kind of pales in comparison to Angel's 121 right now.
Probably looking for some chainmail here. Might even upgrade to the copper. No, just going to go ahead and buy this small shield. No, does want to upgrade to the copper sword. So a little bit stronger here. Quite matching that Airdrick sword, but at least the power gains are such that fcoughlin can maybe maintain equal footing. Really, really needs to find a key sooner rather than later.
And I do believe now this area past the swamp has ended in dead ends. Oh, well, nope, maybe there's this way. So now Angel does see the Cantlin and the caves, and yeah, I think this effectively ends this part of the continent, so I think we're gonna be funneling through the swamp cave here.
Yep, that is confirmed. That little island ended pretty shortly, and so now, yeah, we should see Angel swing back around immediately for that town that he just saw. I'm gonna just go ahead and chop this wizard into bits and pick up level 12 right here.
And what do we have at level 12? We have 8 more power, 10 more agility, 15 more hit points, and a spell. What was that? Outside? And return? And radiant.
Yeah, so a bunch of utility spells here. Always nice to see. Nice to know at least that you're not going to have to make that walk of shame back in a situation where it's definitely open possibility.
So I had mentioned early, like right around where Fred is in levels, that agility, looks like agility is going to be the garbage stat. Yeah, not so much anymore. Agility of 62 at level 12, pretty much average what you're expecting.
Yeah, we're going to have a pretty easy time getting away from most things on the world map, and I mean, anything you can't run from right now, 139 HP, you really could just start fighting reds at this point if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, Angel has no real good reason to be scared of anything on the overworld at this point in time. I don't even think we've. But as soon as I say this, you know what's going to happen, but I'm going to say it anyways. I don't think we've seen any enemies so far with Dragon Lord 2 breath.
No, not just yet. All those deaths fcoughlin took early on was to the baby Dragon Lord breath. One thing we're going to see here is this Keylog shop, see if it's got I don't think we've seen the silver shield yet, so that could be quite important, and it would be interesting to see if there is a silver shield here when Angel FM will set up a gold grind, and there is.
There is, so I wonder if maybe he now he's going to check the coordinates, and I wonder if maybe he checks out the cave that is south of Cantlin, and then maybe goes into Mountain, because he hasn't really seen much in the way of Mountain Cave.
Yeah, exactly. Nopes right out, but then he's like, I didn't see what I wanted. Oh wait, there's halfway. Which is a pretty significant boost, giving the agility and the fact that Angel had no armor to speak of.
Okay, and it looks like we have Fred that's going to take the trip through the mountain, through the swamp cave for the first time.
Mike W. pointing out that you don't actually need to set up the suicide to do the gold grind. You could actually just do that anytime that you want by picking up the top 3 in the grave and then walking back.
That is a good point, but he still has to clear the rest of Mountain Cave anyways. I think he only saw the first couple of chests.
That's true.
Oh, geez, that's a nice, easy count. 27 north, 18 west. That is a piece of cake count.
I'm not terribly sure how easy that's going to be. I want to say that's going to be winding towards some of those empty areas that Angel looked at before. But we'll see if he tries to count it out or not. Maybe just do a little visual scan to try to see how easy it is or not. Meanwhile, fcoughlin has backed his way into Heron now.
Yep. So
3 curse belts confirmed.
Yep, 3. Yeah, that was 3 cursed belts, without a doubt.
A little unfortunate that there's no loose key here. And once again, Angel FM with the crits, gonna take this blue dragon out, no problem. What is going on?
Sees a silver shield in Garenham.
Well, here we go. Angel FM gonna try to prove me a fool by counting this out. Yeah, I'm not sure how far west he's gone already, but if he's... I feel like he's got to be at 18 west, so I think this is going to try to loop him back around.
Yep, this is looping him back around. That's absolutely what it's doing, I think.
Yeah, this isn't going to be as tough as I thought it was. I would guess that he's about 25 west right now. So just needs to be careful of that east-west count, and as soon as he gets his north count straight, he should be fine.
Of course, Angel now going to take out this wizard in like 2 hits. And Fred now going back into the mountain cave.
Alright, again, I feel like this is his one chance to really get back into this.
Stones of sunlight on the search spot.
Alrighty, so there's 2 quest items that we know about. Angel not yet going through Tablet Cave to pick up that token. So we know that was an herb there in that top chest, and now just needs to try to make it through the rest of these chests, and again, really hoping he finds that key so that he can start checking off some of these boxes. He's got more information, a little bit more information about locations than Angel does at this point. Really needs to pick up one of those keys.
So Angel about to go get his token.
fcoughlin here, about to pick up level 9 for himself, so we know there's going to be, I believe, a little bit of strength. Oh no, this was the 0 strength level. That comes later. Angel's still declining to go through Swamp Cave. I honestly thought that would be the play he would make now, but preferring Mountain Cave.
I think he's going to clear Mountain Cave, set up a gold grind, and then grab the Silver Shield on his way through Swamp Cave. I think that's the route he's going to take, and it's a good route, I think. Fred finding the Fighter's Ring in the second chest of the Mountain Cave. And
Yes!
there's a key.
Okay, thank goodness.
And there's a second key.
Alrighty, 2 loose keys here in Mountain Cave. That's huge for fcoughlin. He is going to be able to hopefully make all the checks here. Does know where a Silver Shield is. Could set up a gold grind here and just immediately set himself up for success.
Yep, I wouldn't test. Well, he's not getting any enemies, but I would think if he saw any enemies, he would set up a gold grind.
It would be a little bit unfortunate if he made his way out of here without seeing anything that could kill him, because setting up a gold grind here is of such huge importance.
This gold man would do it nicely. Fred opting not to set up a gold grind.
Yeah, this is pretty unfortunate. I guess just wants to beeline out of there with the key as soon as possible. He can go pick up more in Cantlin. But, yeah, taking the suicide there and doing the gold grind, checking the basement, those are the things that he really needs to do.
Well, the same token, though, he'll be able to do it out of the grave, but of course he doesn't know that. And there we go. Angel is now setting up his death warp.
Trying to set up his death warp. Game not exactly cooperating at the moment.
See, this is the wonderful thing about Dragon Warrior Randomizer. When you don't want encounters, you get millions of them. When you want an encounter and you want to die, you will never find an enemy.
Alright, well, Erdrick's Fidget Ring doing its duty here, and yep, we're going to go ahead and we're going to see the gold grinds. Angel knows where. I don't remember if we saw full plate or magic armor, so we may just see Angel go to 15,000 or so.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen either of the two better armors than the half plate, so I'm pretty sure this is just going to be a just a 15,000.
Yeah, okay. Magic armor is in Grinham, but Angel hasn't seen that yet. fcoughlin here.
Okay, gold in the free stuff cave.
Yeah, not too consequential, but
we are down now to 2 spots left to check in the overworld. Well, 3, I guess. The bottom of the grave, the overworld spot in Cole, and the chest in Rimmeldar. That's all we haven't seen so far on the overworld.
Yeah, I've seen Beta Strep in chat really rooting for that armor in Sherlock, and it is definitely looking more and more like a possibility here.
Takes exactly what he needs for the Silver Shield and isn't even bothering to save. Oh, look. Breckenary. Well, Breckenary does have a flame sword, so I guess it's not completely useless.
Useless for all intents and purposes, given that Erdrick's sword is just sitting right there in the basement. But yes, not on paper, not useless.
By the way, at some point, Angel got level 13, some modest stat increases. If you notice, strength is now in the green with 91 strength and 133 attack power. So, level 13, 39 minutes into the siege, you can already do 8 to 16 damage to Dragon Lord 2.
Yeah, I mean, Chad was calling it out earlier. With the first time it went green, it was looking like a 10 to 12 turn fight, and I mean, yeah, the agility's not great, but you've got that silver shield now to put your defense already in the orange, and I mean, this is almost turning into find all the things as soon as possible race.
All right, and here's, speaking of all the things as soon as possible, here's Fred in coal. And this is the Death Necklace.
Oh, boy.
So this means that the harp is either in Rimmildar or it is in the bottom of the grave. So what hasn't Fred seen yet?
I think the only thing Fred hasn't seen is the grave and the 2 locations we just talked about.
Yeah, so Rimmildar. So Rimmildar and the grave, but at this point, Fred has to know that the grave is under Tantagel. He has to know that.
Yes, logically speaking, it would follow that the grave would be there if he's keeping track. And making really good use of this sleep spell. I mean, Angel's able to take these things out with Reckless Abandon, but fcoughlin just working with what he has. I like this play.
And now Angel getting his 2 curse belts to bring his curse belt count up to 3, so he knows that there is something in coal. All right, Fred casting Return and boogieing straight to the back of Tantagel Castle, where we know the grave is, so he will finally pick up his sword, and I would imagine just immediately continue his dive down.
Alrighty, so fcoughlin ideally going to pick up his big stick here and maybe even make it to the bottom of the grave to see what's down there. We could get very, very quick confirmation here as to where Erdrick's armor is.
Yeah, and as chat has kind of referred to, I would imagine that as soon as Fred opens up the Erdrick sword chest here, he's going to know, he's probably going to get that sinking feeling that, uh-oh...
Yeah, knowing that this has been available this entire time, especially against a racer like Angel FM. Chat was calling out earlier that fcoughlin, I guess, isn't afraid or maybe wanted to take a risk. So it may have been a calculated decision to try to do that gold grind early and give up the key. But getting a good look here. All right, armor and Sharlock.
Yep, so we do know now that the silver harp is in the bottom of the grave. That smells slightly vanilla. And we know now that the armor is in Sharlock.
Oh yeah, Vanilla Wings. Good call out, Jacober. You actually, in the Super Famicom speedrun of Dragon Quest I, you actually pick up those wings and use them. They're pretty useful.
Pew 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 pew. The Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament is not almost over. It is just week 2 that is almost over of the Swiss. We still have 3 more rounds of Swiss competition and then an entire bracket to go. So we've got a couple of months worth of tournaments left. So you've caught it at the very beginning almost.
Yeah, I want to say we're going to be going until late September, maybe even early October for the finals. But yeah, tons and tons of TWR action left for sure.
Yes, indeed. And if you want to follow along at home, there is the schedule. We've got 2 more races tomorrow. And we're going to have a bunch during the course of the next couple of weeks. So Angel making his way around the overworld, and Fred is gotten 4 out of the 5 chests in the grave. If Fred can take out this Axe Knight, which he will, I do believe level 10 had Hurtmore, I think, or was it 11? I don't remember.
Yeah, it came pretty quickly. We'll have to see if Hurtmore is enough of a motivating factor to get him to go back to Hawksnest, or maybe even the sword. He could do the same thing Angel FM did. Could potentially close that experience gap here. We'll have to see.
And it was level 11 that had Hurtmore. So, but that, that strength gain there for level 10 is certainly welcome, especially with the sword that Fred now has.
Now, I'm curious, Angel really combing this continent, I believe the only thing, he should know now that, I think from what Angel knows, logically speaking, he might also realize that the armor has to be in Charlock, because I think he's down to coal in the bottom of the grave.
Yep. Yeah, and he's looking for coal right now. He knows coal has to be on this continent somewhere. So it'll be interesting to see if Fred decides to do a gold grind out of the grave here. Because Fred has seen silver shields in a number of different well, certainly at least in Garenham. And it would make sense for Fred to do a gold grind out of the grave here.
And that's a place, a good point to make, because that's a place where fcoughlin could buy himself an honestly significant advantage if he remembers that there, chat was noting there's magic armor in Garenham, which fcoughlin saw before having the opportunity to set up a gold grind. If he can pick himself up that, knowing that Eric's armor is in Charlock, that could honestly be pretty huge.
Yeah, it would certainly give some hurt and Hurtmore resistance, as well as that, one heal every 4 steps, which which is certainly valuable, and it would provide some defensive power over the half-plate armor that Angel have. So yeah, it would be an advantage for Fred, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head. I want to say magic is plus 24. So at the same level that Angel FM is now, I believe he would be sitting on 85 defense. That would already be in the green. Let's see what 14 does. 6116. Okay.
6 more power, but yet still no spell with heal more. So it looks like that our runners might actually be, the go level before having heal more. It's possible.
Absolutely possible. I mean, if they had heal more right now, this would be go mode. I mean, you're going to be slicing through anything on the way down. The agility at this point, I mean, we all joke that agility doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter in a situation like this.
So Fred, looking like he's trying to walk out of the grave. I'm wondering if he's just walking to get some experience, and maybe he is starting to close in on level 11.
Alrighty, still a few potentially treacherous steps left to take. Oh, sorry, he already got the heart, my bad. He's trying to walk his way out here.
This Axe Knight might actually do Fred a favor and death warp him. Yep. Alright, so, Fred, you're going to gold grind for this silver shield and the magic armor.
Yes,
listen
please.
to us.
Please.
Listen to us.
Golden opportunity right now if you choose. Okay, yes, he is going to go ahead and do that gold grind. Let's see if he remembers that magic armor he saw, because this is really, this is what he needs. He needs to pick this up. And I have to imagine, here's the sequence I can imagine in my head. He's going to pick this up, he's going to go pick up his brand new armor, and then he needs to remember to go back to Hawksnest, because one Axe Knight is going to give him Hurtmore, and then he can sit there until the cows come home.
Yep. So it's entirely possible that he's going to get on the grind before Angel gets the harp. But question is it going to be early enough to overcome this 3,000 experience point deficit?
It's going to be tough, but it's really up to fcoughlin. I mean, the longer it takes Angel to find Cole, which, I mean, he is kind of right there, still need to find, I don't think we've seen the Jerk either.
Yeah, the Jerk is on the second continent. I think it's to the south and east of Garanham. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Angel's side. I'm not sure I saw it on Fred's side, but I know I saw it on Angel's side.
I see, yeah. Chat noting it was near Rimmeldar, which Angel's hoping that this is going to be Cole, and he's going to probably laugh a little bit when he sees that Breckenary is buried in the swamp where it belongs.
Yeah, Breckenary being, of course, completely useless for Angel. And Fred did pick up enough money for a magic armor and for a silver shield.
You know, yesterday we got treated to a 29 damage round against Dragon Lord 2. I believe it was Aaron 2U2 throwing the death necklace for the memes, and it was much appreciated by chat. Could we see 30? Could we see 30 damage by the end of this?
Level 15 and or 16 would have to have a big amount of strength for that to happen, because in order for that to happen, you need to get your attack power up to 160. So we'd need what, 20 more strength?
Well, 11 plus death necklace would get us there.
Yeah, that's true. And Angel finding the town of Cole, which we know has the death necklace.
Angel picking this up, I mean, that makes me wonder if he's really thinking about putting it on or not.
I mean, it certainly makes the fight quicker. I mean, and with 146 HP, I don't see the harm in it, especially if the MP isn't exactly there. Certainly makes a fight quicker, that's for sure.
Alrighty, fcoughlin, I think he was hoping that he missed magic armor in the keylock shop in Cantlin, but there was nothing doing there, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up here, and yeah, the defense we're going to see significantly higher, has that ability to get back a little bit of his HP when he walks, and there we go. That is the slight advantage here for fcoughlin. And I think he's headed towards the Jerk, if I'm not mistaken. So, fcoughlin choosing to explore the second continent here rather than go right back to Hawksness. I totally understand this play. You want to kind of clear this continent out now while you're here. And he's going to see that hurt more, so knows that at this point he's pretty much a lock to kill whatever's there. Probably hoping that the armor is there. We know, unfortunately, that it's not. Yeah, Jake Cooper and Tilo noting you don't really need a lot of experience. I mean, there is some little things you can do with the quote-unquote meta by watching people and kind of understanding some of the little nuanced strategies that go on, but for the most part, it's not a super high learning curve. And exemplified by Mr. Holmes winning our very first tournament despite never having played the original.
Yeah, it really, and you know, we're a really open and honest and very helping community. You have all the resources you need. We're always willing to lend a hand to anybody that wants it. So, come on over. Water's good. Water's fine.
It may or may not burn your skin off, but you know, it's okay.
You just have to be okay with getting trolled and expecting the worst from the randomizer, and then the randomizer delivering worse than you can even think.
I suppose it's not Nuke Imp's bad, but sometimes it's pretty bad.
All right, so Angel has the staff, the stones, and the token, and it looks like he is going to go grind for his heal more now.
Yeah, not quite going to see the sub-hour here, especially if he has to go up to 16, but pretty darn close, and it's going to be 10 minutes max before he picks up that heal more spell, and that's going to be when he picks up that rainbow drop, and, you know, a little bit of homework left to do, but Angel's pretty much got this in hand.
Now, I believe Fred is now kind of getting in the area of the Jerk Cave, I think.
Yeah, chat was noting it was like southeast of Rimmeldar, so should be heading in that direction. Unfortunately, not the most useful information to have right now, but I think that's going to let him know that he's got pretty much every location discovered.
No, Jake Hopper, Fred does not have the stones. He has not done Hawksness yet. Well, no, he has not done the overworld search spot yet in Cantlin. And of course, the search spot in Hawksness had the flute.
Alrighty, so the jerk having been found, that is all the locations for fcoughlin, just needs to do the homework and check off the boxes. So going right back here to Hawksness, and I feel like at this point, not getting the sword as early as you can and then seeing this Axe Knight, those are huge sinking feelings in your stomach.
1 power, 1 agility, 2 hit points, 2 MP, and the spell of not heal more.
I think he picked up Hurt. I think that was the only other spell he didn't know.
It doesn't matter, it's not heal more. So we are going to level 16, where I would imagine level 16 is go mode.
Oh, 110%. I mean, we're already swinging for 10 to 20. It's a 11, 10 or 11 round fight max. I mean, again, you can slap on that Death Necklace for knees if you really want to, but yeah, we're looking at potential triples here. There is, of course, the matter of trying to do, the armor and DL2 in one dive, which can be pretty tough with limited MT, but I wouldn't put it past Angel to try it.
And we do have Fred doing a grind here with his MP, with his remaining MP here on this Axe Knight, which is absolutely expected. So we do have dueling Axe Knights on the screen, dueling Axe Knight grinds.
Alright. So, with Sharlock on the near horizon here, just for sake of keeping fcoughlin in this, are there any Sharlock monsters we have not seen yet that could be hiding an ability?
Reds.
Reds and Golems?
Golems.
I think are about it.
We haven't seen Reds, we haven't seen Golems. So, we don't know. Maybe one or both of them wake up with the Wombo combo and they're all over Sherlock.
Golem's not too terrifying because we do have that flute, but at this agility, they might back attack with some regularity. But again, only mentioning all of these things, just in case we see a couple failed dives, could bring fcoughlin back into the match again. He knows where everything is. He's going to pick up these coordinates and count them out, and then really just a matter of putting all that homework together as quickly as possible and getting back to his grinds.
Is this an armor and Sherlock seed? Indeed it is. We do know that the armor of Erdrick is in Sherlock Castle. And now we're going to have Fred go get his coordinates, which we know are pretty gosh darn countable. Meanwhile, we have Angel starting to close in on level 16. He is going to need to take a Death Warp before actually getting level 16.
Depending, of course, on how many crits he gets between now and then.
Alright, Fred casting the spell of Repel, and we'll proceed to count.
Zarnax noting that level 30 might be mathematically possible, but I'm very curious about some of the more experienced runners here. I don't think I've ever had to go higher than 21 or 22. And of course... yeah, go ahead, Z.
I was going to say, the highest I've ever commentated was 23. So, and that's the highest I've ever seen. Personally gone, 21, 22. The highest I've ever personally seen is 23.
Yeah, so not terribly likely, and of course, in newer versions of the randomizer, I mean, even 18 and 19 are pretty rare. I want to say the seed that I last ran, where I went to 17, 16 was definitely possible. 17 felt much safer. I'm not even sure I've seen an 18 yet this tournament.
Zero power, 11, 16, 24.
Are you
oh my!
me?
Dragon Lord 2 is about to have a very, very, very bad, no good day.
The diving for the armor and the win is about as free as it gets, barring some hidden wombo. My goodness.
I mean, so 164, you put on the Death Necklace, right? You're going to take away 40 HP. So you're still looking at 124 HP with the Death Necklace on. I mean, you're still going to get doubles. You're going to get doubles with the Death Necklace on. You can't get much more free than this.
Yeah, it drops it down to a 7 or 8 round fight if he does put it on, which, again, you know, when we have attack power this high, the Death Necklace gives some pretty significantly diminishing returns, but that might not matter to Angel. He may just want to make the fight as quick as possible. He did hold on to that Death Necklace. He had the opportunity to sell it just now, had the opportunity to drop it when he picked it up, so it does seem like he may plan on using it.
I mean, you know, at some point, it makes no sense not to use the Death Necklace. And this might be... So Fred is still looking for the stones. It's in the desert. I feel like he's too far east.
Yeah, I think he might be a little too far east as well. It's really unfortunate. I wouldn't say it's the toughest count possible, but there are some people who might remember my week 1 race in which we had like 14 north and 1 west, and I still managed to not get that on the first try. So sometimes these slightly windy counts can be a little bit tricky to keep your east-west correct. So I don't blame Fred for being tripped up by this one.
Yep, and it looks like we have a blue dragon that sent Fred back to start. So he's going to be able to redo his count. So if Angel FM does put on the Death Necklace, so what will his damage range be? Well, attack power of 140, add 10 to make it 150, subtract 100, divide by 2 to make it 25, divide by 2 again, round down to make it 12. 12 to 25 damage for an average of 18. And on an average of 18 damage, you certainly don't need to do 10 swings. Probably like 8 swings on 18 damage will more than likely kill the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, it's a maximum of 9 at this point, so could save a couple of rounds, but given the MP here, really not technically necessary. Oh my, are you kidding me?
I think Fred is a little too far south, I think. I think he needs, yeah, I think one more west, I think. No, maybe another one. He's in the right area.
Yeah, this is where spiral searching can come into play, which was more common when, I think when most of the runners were a little bit less experienced in their counting, it was a little bit more common to spiral search, so hopefully Fred can find those.
Oh no, I think Fred might have just Fred might have ignored the one time. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good.
Okay, good. All right. So that is Rainbow Drop access for Fred. Of course, still has that massive experience gap to overcome, but can be done fairly quickly with the Axeman grind.
And now Fred should probably just beeline for that grind and then do his homework.
Lord God, you're not wrong.
Stones of sunlight are hard to find in a yellow sand desert. Well, I mean, technically the truth there.
Angel just burning Healmores with reckless abandon here knows that there basically is only chance, or he's got more than he will ever need. Interesting though that he's choosing to run from Red Dragons when he hacked his way through an Armored Knight. What God? Oh my goodness.
Angel just steadily making his way through Sherlock, not being troubled by much.
And it's looking like these Red Dragons are pretty much biting and biting is their script, so making the odds-on play that the arm is going to be here in the treasury, which of course means it's going to be at the judges' table.
Fred checking out the spike tile in the Swamp Cave to see what's there. Turns out to be an Armored Knight. And gets level 13. Herb. Armor. Gold. Herb. Yep, that's what he was digging for. He was digging for another herb.
It's a pretty heads-up play there. Wasn't sure exactly what he would still be looking for, but digging out those herbs is going to be helpful for his DL1 fight.
And now we'll sprinkle some fairy water to get rid of some of the lower level encounters.
Alrighty, well, about as clean a dive as you could expect, especially for having AKs and Red Dragons down here, and Angel making his way down towards that spike tile. Really the last chance to see if something can pull out a little bit of a troll here, but most likely just going to cruise right onto this Dragonlord fight.
And we have Fred wandering the countryside for something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he would be looking for at this point.
Brian Williams in chat theorizing maybe he misplaced the harp trade-in cave.
Yeah, he may not have even seen it. I want to say he did. It was I want to say it was over by Brecken area on the west side of the second continent.
Yeah, it's exactly like 10 tiles south of Tantagel.
Oh, you're right. That's right. It is southeast of Start. You're correct. Or was that the Jerk?
Oh, the Jerk is southeast of Garanhat.
Alrighty, well, Angel here going into Dragon Lord 1, so this would be where he would slap on that death necklace if indeed he's going to do so.
And immediately does so.
Alrighty, so if fcoughlin does find that Heart Trading Cave, will hit return, knows where he needs to go to pick up that Rainbow Drop. And now we are... Don't blink or you're going to miss the CL2 fight.
Yeah, this is gonna be a quick one.
Not even a back attack to try to trip him up, and we said this once before yesterday, we're going to say it once again. Low roll here of 15.
You know, that is such a good feeling when you low roll for 15.
Did see a 24 in there, 22, swinging for near the maximum of his range, and yeah, I mean, at this point, it's... How many heal mores are you going to have left by the end of this fight?
Angel getting dangerously close to a double, but unfortunately not being able to double.
Yeah, 89 defense and this much HP, you'd expect to see at least one, but nothing doing so far.
Angel low rolling these last couple here.
Yeah, probably could have ended it on that last attack. Does end it here. 22 damage, I'm sure, overkilling by a significant amount.
Yep, we have Angel FM scraping the remnants of Dragon Lord 2 off the bottom of his boots.
Alrighty, no princess safe here. Just needs to go talk to that king, and we'll be seeing the dot done here momentarily. Please, everyone in chat, break out your GGs. Angel FM has finished in first place with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 57 seconds. An absolute clinic put on here by Angel FM. If you want to see how to play a race and take advantage of everything that you're given, this is the race to watch back.
Yeah, the Angel really... I mean, he didn't really make any missteps in this race. He ran. I'm not sure if I want to say a perfect race, but this is as good of a race as can be run. This was absolutely a fantastic race run by Angel.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, every choice that he made was pretty much ideal. Maybe the one thing, potentially missing out on that town early. But we know that it didn't really matter because there was no town there, no early gold grind option available. But everything else, I mean, lockstep. Unless you ran the seed back, I don't think I could see it being finished much faster than this.
Fred at level 14 and on his way to 15, and to the bad news that, yep, he's going to have to go to 16.
Yeah, we're pretty much seeing him here about the same point that Angel was when he was in grind and go mode, so we're going to see him picking up those last two levels here momentarily within the next 10 minutes or so, and so I imagine we'll see it finish here in about 20 minutes. So we'll have plenty of time here to get Angel FM in this booth and interview him. I mean, you cannot roll for 13 against DL2. But that's about it. I think I can't understate how, given the fact that there seem to be reds and AKs crawling all over Sharlock, that's got to be one of the cleanest dives I've ever seen.
And we are joined in the commentator's booth here by Angel FM. Angel, GG, extraordinarily well done, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, C.
We were kind of wondering in chat, I mean, if really there was any faster way that this seed could have been played, and I'm not really coming up with anything significant. How do you feel about it overall?
Probably not. Like, I don't know how fast Fred might have gotten sword.
It took a while. He had to dig the key out of Mountain Cave, which took a few trips, and he spent his key on an early gold grind. He gambled on the level 1, and it didn't pay off.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because when I found sword, it was kind of like a uh-oh moment, but not too long. I think what really put me ahead was when I got sleep, I decided to go against that green dragon. I found that Maja Wyvern, which allowed me to get heal and just take on the Axe Knight at that point.
Yeah, no, that was the absolute game changer of a play, and picking up all that experience, you pretty much ran away with the experience lead at that point.
Yeah, once you started sleeping the Magi Wyverns and the Green Dragon, that's when you built your experience point lead that Fred just couldn't overcome. Fred has just now gotten level 14. He's more than halfway to level 15, and it looks like he's going to trade in his Rainbow Drop. Trade in his stuff for the Rainbow Drop, it looks like.
Angel, I have one quick question for you. We did see you do that dedicated Axe Knight grind early on when you had the sword and the heal spell, and you stopped, I want to say, a little bit shy of either 13 or 14. We kind of theorized that you were looking for heal more, and I'm kind of curious why you decided to stop before that.
I just figured at that point it's just time to go out. I mean, yeah, I could stay there till I get heal more, but heal more is on 16 anyways. And at that point, I could take anything on at that point, so I might as well just pick up the experience on the way.
Yeah, about the only thing that tripped you up is it seemed to take you a little bit to find coal once you actually started searching for it. I'm pretty sure you searched pretty much everything else but where coal was. And that was just for the death necklace, which you did put on later. But I mean, it was pretty clean seed for you. This was really well done.
Yeah, I mean, besides not getting the silver harp, I could have maybe gotten there earlier, but that's at that point too. I had to find coal. There's still armor, death necklace, harp, so I need to figure out where coal is anyways.
Yeah, Brian Williams actually called that out in chat. That might be the only bad break that really happened. But also, kind of early on, Fred, I'm not sure if you ever saw the baby dragon breath out of the scorpions. That really set fcoughlin back early on. Not just doing the level 1 gold grind, but pretty much losing all that money to just getting pretty awful luck with scorpions. And yeah, I mean, mentioning the getting sniped before the harp, pretty much the only misstep I can see. Once you picked up that sword, I really don't think you died unless it was intentional.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the scorpion only did stop spell. I didn't get hit by it the first time, so I stopped spell, and then that's the only thing I saw the whole time.
Yeah, it did have baby breath behind the stop spell, and Fred never stop spelled the scorpion. So once the stop spell stuck, Fred had 1 or 2 turns to kill it, and then he was dead. He was dead, unfortunately.
Yeah, this seed felt like there was not much spell wise or ability wise that I noticed.
I
don't think we saw Dragon Lord 2 breath.
Yeah, I don't think we saw it at all. We were kind of wondering up here in the commentators booth whether or not. I think the only things that we hadn't seen by the time we saw Charlotte were Reds and Golems, and those seem pretty punchy as well. Not sure if you were worried about any of that, Angel.
I mean, going with 15, I was kind of with armor being in Charlotte, and then 16 had, a ton of magic, and it didn't matter.
Yeah, I want to say, again, kind of looking at the nitty-gritty of decision-making here, I noticed you were hacking your way through Armored Knights and running from Red Dragons. Was that kind of a conscious strategy, and was there any reasoning behind it?
The only reason why I fought the Armored Knight at first was just it's Zone 2, so it's the shortest zone. So I decided to take on the Armored Knight, and then when I found Red Dragons, it's like, okay, well, now it's just better just to run at this point.
Yeah, not a bad decision there. Everything pretty much bore out for you. And then I guess the last question I have is a decision that a lot of people have had to make. I mean, we've seen so many seeds here where HP and AP are just off the charts from the get-go. And you kind of wonder if the Death Necklace is really going to come into play. But you really didn't hesitate to toss that in your inventory and throw it on for the DL2 fight. Was that always in the back of your mind, despite the high attack power?
Oh, I was just trying to make the fight closer for Dragon Lord. That was all.
Gotcha.
Closer? By doing more damage to him, you were trying to make the fight closer?
Sir, if you saw how many 13s I rolled in that fight, you
Yeah,
would
that's a good point. I mean, you did have rather craptastic RNG for that fight.
Yeah, I rolled so many low rolls, and he hit so high. Like, I don't even think I got a double besides the opening.
No, I don't think you did. And and I think even Betastrep mentioned it in chat that he seemed very breathy. That he just kept doing his breath attack over and over and over again, never really giving even a chance for doubles. Mike in chat pointing out that you were in line for a double, and when you wound up killing him on the last swing.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went.
By the way, the Dragon Lord did wake up, I think, with less than some normal HP, because I think chat had you at 160 damage while we were just basically poking fun of the Dragon Lord while you were filleting him.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I counted up to, so should be around there.
Yeah, you're having a pretty good day when 15 is a low roll. We've been seeing more and more of that lately in the randomizer.
I don't know. To me, it's always a good thing when you get to go to the Dragon Lord and be like, "Hi, you're gonna have a bad day now."
Also, talking about bad luck, I think the one other bad luck I had was I think I got run blocked more by golems on the Sharlock walk than I did with the Red Dragon at all.
Pretty sure you did.
Yes, I did see at least one back attack in there, but again, they were there was a back attack there and a few run fills, but again, they were pretty much just punchy. And once you picked up Eric's armor, that defense there being very much in the green, it didn't really matter too much. I guess the one other thing, you got picked off one step out of Mountain Cave. But even then, I don't think that was too much of a difference. I can't remember if anything was required in Mountain Cave, other than that key for fcoughlin. But aside from that, yeah, pretty much just absolutely cruise control for the entire seed.
Yeah, I think only Fighter Ring was in there, and that was about it.
Alrighty, so we do have Fred taking the Death Warp here out of Hawksnest, does now have the resources to pick up level 16, and once he sees the Heal More spell and that massive MP, I have to imagine we're going to see him finish up, I want to say somewhere between 130 and 135, assuming the first dive is as clean as Angel's was.
Uh-huh. Why would you say that?
Because I have faith, Seaman.
You're putting your faith in the randomizer? That's a bad idea. See, the only thing I have faith in the randomizer is the randomizer is actively going to screw me over as much as is humanly possible.
Betastrap did say it was sentient. Angel, I guess one other thing I'm curious about here while we have some time watching Fred Coughlin get his last level. I don't know if you were getting this impression. It seemed to me you got a very large slew of critical hits in the early going.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed that. 'Cause I had to have crit everything. I think from that walk after I got the sword, I did maybe 3 Drakemas with a crit. Walk out, there's a droll that gets crit. I think I crit everything on the way to Hawksness, the way it felt.
Yeah, I want to say there was a crit against a couple of blue dragons too that might have otherwise held you back a little bit. I was kind of joking that you'd figured out the manip already.
Yeah, and then of course, you get the attack power where you can kill metal slimes in one shot, and you don't see any.
Yeah, we didn't see a single one.
They were not too far from start, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the Warlock earlier, and I didn't see the metal anytime before that, but I had Repel on pretty much the whole seed.
Mike saying that there were metals in the grave. and 2 people in chat saying that you actually did kill Metal Slime.
Yeah, I killed one on the way to Cantlin.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I definitely missed that. fcoughlin now picking up level 16, so now just need to refill his resources, make the dive, and wrap this up.
So 2-0 in the Swiss Phase Angel. You got to be feeling pretty gosh darn good about that.
Right now, yeah. I mean, now getting the 2-0, there's some really good competition. There's some runners who I probably wouldn't have thought be 2-0 that have been playing really well. That makes it even more scary than it normally is.
Yeah, there's some really good up-and-coming talent here. I don't have the 2-0s right in front of me, but watching Arn Polly's race from yesterday, he's right there in that 1-1 zone with me, and I'm sure Chad would be looking forward to that potential matchup. I would not be. He looked rock solid in that match.
Yeah, you got Arn Polly, you got Stags, who played really well last night, I believe. Sasich is 2-0. He's been playing really well. So, I mean, you got Aaron, who played high spirits today, and he realized what errors he made. So, he's gonna probably adjust that, and he's gonna be another scary 1-1.
And speaking of 1-0, we do have another matchup of 1-0s tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a DK9146 against Trustal MTG. Both high-level runners. One of them is going to be dropping down to 1-1. There, again, somebody you don't want to see in 1-1 right there. Heck, you don't even want to see him in the 2-0 bracket. But one of them is going to be 2-0. And then at the same time tomorrow night, we are going to have Starman and the Tesla in an 0-1 battle.
I mean, don't let your memes be dreams, Beta Strep. You can make that happen.
I wonder why his dream is 1-4.
I can't imagine a reason.
I mean, dream big, dream 0-5. Come on.
Alrighty, so burning through those spare heal mores is fcoughlin, making his way through that first floor and all those nasty barrier tiles, but still plenty of resources left, of course, for this dive. Hopefully we see, again, a similarly clean dive. Angel, I guess one other point here I'm thinking about, that dive seemed just overall incredibly clean, especially for all the Reds and AKs that were there.
Yeah, I mean, it went pretty clean. I mean, I got, like, a bunch of encounters, especially in Zone 2 and 3, that I think, normally you wouldn't get. And, like, I ran from everything pretty well. I mean, I even had that, like 4-step 4 encounter coming out of the treasury to back to the main hallway in the last zone, or the last floor.
Yeah, sometimes those brick tiles can be a little bit rude, but really nothing more than a speed bump overall. And fcoughlin now making his way to the diamond floor. Maybe having a little bit rougher time walking through here. Does have that magic armor. We kind of noted here in the commentator's booth that by the time fcoughlin did a gold grind, he'd already seen Garinham, so did go ahead and went up for that 22,000 or so to pick up both of those items. So does have that benefit of a little bit of healing walking as he makes his way down, but not too much of a difference here.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I said, there were no abilities that I noticed. I didn't see any hurt more. I saw hurt on like 2 things maybe, and then there was just no reason to get magic armor at that point unless I really wanted the defense, in which case full plate's available.
And Fred with just a couple more floors to go here. seems to be out of the worst of it for now. So, were you expecting Erdrick's armor in the vanilla sword location, or just for one further troll, or were you like, you know what, the seat's been nice, it's going to be in the pyramid?
I mean, I just didn't feel like going to judge's table at any point, unless I really had to. The other good thing too is I figured there would be at least one herb in the treasury. I wasn't sure if there'd be two. Like one might be in the judge's table, so I decided to use my herbs a little bit more than trying to use a heal more. And it rewarded me with 2 herbs.
Yep, and Fred just about to discover those 2 herbs as well as Erdrick's armor. And this red dragon giving Fred the business here. But Fred has found the armor and now is going to venture on to fight a dragon lord. Be interesting to see if he puts on the death necklace or if he's just going to take the extra HP.
I think here, I want to say he's got a little bit less in the tank than Angel FM had starting this fight, so potentially wanting to make it a little bit quicker, a little bit quote-unquote safer. So yeah, we'll have to see. Looking so far pretty much as clean as Angel's Dive, maybe even a little bit cleaner here on this final floor.
Fred hesitating a second and deciding, you know what, I'm just going to 2-shot this Axe Knight. And given that he didn't heal up before the fight, I would imagine the death necklace is going on. And there's the death necklace. And now Fred is going to go stop spell diving. Dragon Lord 1 not cooperating in any way, shape, or form. Does not take out the Dragon Lord with a second attack. Oh, and the Dragon Lord just keeps spamming Hurt More. And here we go. Dragon Lord 2 does not get a back attack, so should maybe get an opening double? Nope. Fred thinking about taking a swing at 44, which would have been safe, and Fred should get a double out of this. Yep, definitely will get a double out of this. So that one double, probably all Fred needs to make this a safe, winnable fight. Fred casting his last heal more, so he's got 2 or 3 attacks left. Ooh, kind of low rolled that heal more, but still has 2 attacks left after this. Here's one. Oh, does get it on what could have been his last attack. Probably not, but could have been.
Yeah, that's I would say a little bit closer than would be expected, given the stats here, but does manage to pull it out and will go ahead, make his way up here and talk to that king. Go ahead and wrap up this seed right around the time that I said he would. Everyone break out your GGs one more time as Fred Coughlin has finished in second place with an official race time.gg time of 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 44 seconds. And we're going to go ahead and invite him into the booth to get his thoughts on the seed. So well done, Fred, for sticking it out and finishing things up here for the viewers.
And again, here, just while we wait for Fred to join us, we are looking ahead to tomorrow's two races, both of which are occurring at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Randomania channel of networks. One race has DK9146 against Tristal MTG in a battle of runners that are 1-0. And again, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, somewhere on Randomania, will be Starman versus the Tesla in an 0-1 battle. But with that chime, we do have Fred Coughlin joining us here in the commentator's booth. Fred, nicely done. Good game.
There we go. Well, thank you, Azzy. Well done, Angel. I've said to everyone in the past, you are the top of this level in this game, and I knew I had almost no chance against you.
Yeah, but it's still you, Fred. I can't catch you out for anything.
Well, I mean, you can get lucky in this game. You can do something like forgetting where the Stones of Sunlight cave is, even though it's 5 feet away from home.
The trade-in cave, the harp to staff?
Exactly, yeah, that whole, staff, sorry. I'm getting my things confused. I miswrote it down, which was part of the problem. I wrote it down Sunlight instead of Staff of Rain. I was walking around, where am I supposed to go to get the Staff of Rain? I know I saw that cave already. Oh, shoot, yep, that's what that is.
So when you got keys out of the mountain cave, right? And then you got keys out of the mountain cave, you did a couple of things, then you went to the grave, right? And Erdrick's sword was on top of the grave. What were your thoughts when you saw Erdrick's sword on the first level of the grave?
Oh, I mean, that was just like okay, yep, we're in trouble here. If you went that way at the beginning instead of taking the items out of the chest, that's oh great, yep, game over if you're able to get that. So that was a little bit a little painful to see. I won't deny that.
So any thought? So early in the race, when the gold grind was for naught that you did, right? Because there were no towns around. Any thought at all to giving it a restart to save the key so you could get more keys after a few fights?
I was considering that, but the thing that just was in my head was just at that point I'd already made gains on fighting those enemies and restarting the game and getting the, basically taking those steps back. Especially for the first couple of levels there. I mean, I guess I could have saved that for Fairy Water and hit an early Scorpion or something to try to get a little bit more out of that. But really, it was just like, okay, I had already made enough progress there on the experience. I was like, if I save the key, then, will I actually be able to get enough up there quickly without, repeated deaths to really make it worth it? So that's just where my brain was. I probably should have, but I was just like, oh, I got fairy water, I got some gold. If there's a town nearby, great. Maybe I have a chance. And then I was like, nope, not happening.
And then, of course, you see the town, and, of course, the rando being the rando, it's Hawksness.
Oh, I pretty much said that the instant that I saw the town was there. I was like, this is going to be Hawksness, so it's not going to have affected my mini gold grind I did there anyway. So it worked out.
Yeah, but that said, though, once you got that key out of the mountain cave, you played the seed pretty gosh darn well. Again, the only difference was Angel getting the sword, rather significantly ahead of you, which kind of just sent him on his way. But up until when Angel pulled the sword, you were right keeping up with him. And then after you got the sword, you progressed every bit as quick as Angel did. It was just the delay in picking up the sword that really made the difference here, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a randomizer. That's what's going to happen when you're playing on this stuff. Sometimes you're going to get lucky, and oh, great! Look, here comes a whole bunch of stuff that goes well for you. Sometimes you make that one wrong turn at Albuquerque, and you can do the best you can to try to mitigate that. When in case players like Angel, you pretty much have to get lucky on all those things to have a chance, because it feels like they just know exactly how to play. So. If you don't get that one chest somewhere, if you died on the way down to the final chest there to get the Staff of Rain or wherever it was at the very bottom, it would have been like, okay, of a mountain, it would have been like, okay, great. I guess I'm not coming back here for a while because I died. And, you might leave it for a little while and then have issues come up. So, it's randomizer. You just do what you can to do it. And, I'm still learning as I go here. I don't play this game a lot, so... I watch it a lot, but I don't actually play it a lot, so it's really nice getting to actually get that experience and try to get going and see what happens, take those lessons for next week.
Yeah, I think that's a really good mindset to have here, especially there's definitely some options to kind of watch this back, and I think this would be a good one to watch chat. I know at one point Jake Coper was musing about the fact that even sitting at level 4 or 5 as you were, once we knew that the sword was down in the grave, it might have just saved time to reset from there and check. But it's just one of those things that you never know. I mean, you can't really necessarily expect to just reset and go in the grave and, oh, there's Erdrick's sword. It's a good thing that I did this.
Yeah, I mean, it could have easily been the... I could have checked it on a different file, I guess, in retrospect. But, if I had done that and it had turned out to be the, the... whatever it is, the Rainbow Drop Cave, then it's like, okay, great. No key, that didn't really help out. So, I mean, it would have been nice in this case, but still required, making that walk through, even if, you get in there, which it's not that many steps, but, I know my luck. If I'm at level 1, the second I take a step in there, I'm going to find something that's just going to instantly murder me. But definitely a great game there. Very well done, Angel. Great race. And looking forward to seeing even more of the madness for you next week. And hopefully, maybe I'll get lucky and squeeze into brackets and fight you again at some point there.
Well, thank you very much for the kind words, Fred. I mean, you're only 1-1. You've played well last year. I know you don't play as much, but you played really well. And Brian Williams even said it, like, you're still scary at 1-1.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm right there in the 1-1s, and yeah, the competition keeps just getting more and more intense every year that we play this. I was mentioning earlier, Arn Polly put on a really, really good showing yesterday, and you put on a good showing here today, fcoughlin. So I'm sure whatever matchups come in the near future, there'll be great races to watch.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a ton of fun, so I'm looking forward to it. So again, thank you, Angel. Best of luck going on here. Thank you again to Z and Kamian and Lavkian and everyone else, Monsieur Slime, who've been involved on the restream stuff here. It's been a blast, and looking forward to more of the madness coming up.
Yeah, indeed. Again, our runners, Angel FM and fcoughlin. If you don't follow them, you absolutely positively should. They both stream a variety of games and have fantastic streams to watch when they do. So do make sure you give them a follow. Also, we got to thank our behind-the-scenes crew here, Monsieur Slime for tracking and Kemi and Redikai for restreaming. We really appreciate it. All right, Lav, I will let you send us on up out of here and over to Nest Cardinality. So, Lavkian, why don't you take it away for us?
Absolutely, yeah. Please drop a follow on everyone working hard behind the scenes here. Cami and Renikai, Mr. Slime doing the restreaming tracking, Zedman and myself doing the commentary. And of course, if you out there in that audience have not yet joined the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. All you have to do is click that link, join our Discord. There are so many people who are willing to help you out, so many experienced runners willing to show you the tips and tricks and the little nuances that go into every decision that is made in a randomizer race. But until then, when we do have our next race tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern, we are going to take you to Ness Cardinality, who is doing some loops, C game attempts on that NES console. So please enjoy the Ness Cardinality stream for the rest of the night. But until next time, stay safe, everybody, and have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for watching.